Mingleba, and welcome to today's 10-minute segment. In today's segment, we are joined by 4 brave young Myanmar American women, Gen Z and beyond. I won't tell their actual age. But today we're going to be talking about a couple of really important updates. RCN, Myanmar, Men Online, and what it means to Myanmar people, as well as the culprit behind everything, which is the CCP, the big elephant in the room that's never discussed, that needs to be talked about and addressed. And that's really important. So let's go ahead and open up the floor and get things started. All right, so first and foremost, let's talk about a protest that's going on. We have Ain't. Why don't you go ahead and talk to us about what's going on with our community and activism lately?
All right, so we are going to have a protest scheduled for Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. It is going to be taking place in Hollywood, so I would appreciate it, and we would all appreciate it if you guys could join us and show the support. So the theme of this one is going to be called
Bloody Glove.
Bloody Glove. So you know, to show that, you know, the blood is on your hands, 700 people dead, is going to be on your hands if you don't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm. So who have you guys, who's gone to protest? I know you've gone to protest.
We all have. Yeah.
All of them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What's been most effective about protests that's worked for you guys so far?
Well, personally for me, it's when we go to the more densely populated area, just spreading awareness, you know, getting people to question what's Burma, what's Myanmar, what's going on over there, and just, you know, getting people to start recognizing us and what the struggles that we're facing.
Yeah. Another thing that was really effective would be the marches, where we have a lot of people and we just march, and there were 3 or 4 different chanters, chant leaders in the middle, and then we just have a lot of people, so it's just a very loud noise coming out of us. And in Pasadena, I remember a few waiters in restaurants, they rushed out to show their 3-finger salute.
Wow.
And that was very
empowering.
It was it was very empowering
Very
to see.
awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Yoon, how about you? Yoon is our youngest guest here. She's 15. She's, really, fresh from Myanmar, and her perspective is really good. Yoon, when you see all these protests, what are some of the takeaways that you've been getting so far?
I witnessed some people join into the protests, and I feel like that was very nice of them, and also shows that you care, and which is really important, especially being a foreigner here. But yeah, I think it means a lot to see other people joining in our protests.
Yeah.
And marches.
Absolutely. For those who are very, who like to talk about Myanmar, who are Myanmar American, we encourage you to come out, because we need your voices to talk to the people in the streets, to let people know more about who Myanmar is, why it matters, and why freedom really matters anywhere, everywhere. If democracy is under attack anywhere in the world, it's attacked everywhere in the world, is a common belief and saying. So check out the information for this protest that's coming up as we dive into the RCN updates. So Ain't is our Siama for today. She's our teacher, professional, and here. So Ain't, tell me, what's going on with the RCN? What is it all about? What does it mean that what they're saying?
First of all, I'm just a civilian like everyone, so I've been reading news, and this is the information that I got so far. So what I've noticed from the news that I've seen is ASEAN says Myanmar should stop killing its own citizens. I don't know why we're negotiating with the terrorists. Imagine if Osama bin Laden comes to US, are we just gonna negotiate him oh yeah, you hijacked our plane, but are we just gonna negotiate that? I don't know. He killed 700 people. That's the first thing that we should all keep in mind. The second thing is ASEAN is telling Myanmar to keep the, to receive the support that ASEAN is going to give to the refugees of Burma. Right now, at this moment, a lot of villages are getting airstrikes from the military itself. So there are a lot of refugees that are, suffering, and they are displaced. They lost their homes, they lost their villages, and they have to be on the borders of between most of them are between, I believe, Thailand and Burma right now. So that's another thing that's going on, and they're asking the ASEAN is asking Aung Hlaing to negotiate with the elected officials from NLD so that they will work together. I don't know how, like, what do you guys think about this? Like, honestly, I thought that was the craziest news
How do you work with someone who's hijacking you, who's raping, pillaging, murdering
Oh my
people,
God, yeah.
and say, hey, let's compromise? No, he has all the cards, he has all the guns, he's imprisoned everybody. RCN, what's going on? You know, what do you guys think? How's this feeling to you guys? Any questions?
I don't know. I thought like it was the meeting and negotiating between the two groups was like absolutely ridiculous, especially because Aung Hlaing has an arrest warrant out for all the members of the new government, and all the members are currently in hiding. Like, we have no idea where they are. We only know that they're working together. So yeah, and like also a few months back, like around the beginning of the coup, one of the officers in NLD party, he was forced to drink acid to his death.
That's
like
brutal.
that is the group that we are trying to
Compromise and
negotiate with.
peace.
So it's like why, like they're diplomatic officials, right? Like, they should know better. It's like, how do they not see the very obvious thing that literally everyone else can see, is that they're a terrorist group, they're killing innocent people, and we want to communicate them. It's a miscommunication. Like, no, it's not. There's truth, and there's the truth. And like, people are trying to say like, well, but there's two sides to every story. Like, no, there is one truth. He is the leader of a terrorist group in Myanmar that has killed over 700 people. That's like, that's ridiculous that they want to negotiate that.
Yeah, it's intense. Well, why don't you guys comment below? What do you guys think we can do about RCN? What do you guys feel about the results? How do you guys feel that young Myanmar Americans and global, activists can do to make things matter and make some change in the progress of the bigger picture? Which then brings me to a bigger question. There is an elephant in the room that it's hardly ever addressed, and that is the CCP. Why don't you talk us, what is the CCP doing that's really holding everyone back?
First of all, it's not the elephant. It's called Winnie the Pooh.
It's the giant bear in the room.
Sorry, I just had to say
That's
that.
true.
We all know that CCP is influencing a lot of the decisions that all the organizations are making. CCP is in World UN, CCP is in ASEAN, and we know that UN has not been getting anything done for Burma. Yeah, we all know that ASEAN hasn't done nothing, even though they had a meeting. So, I mean, what else can we think of that CCP is influencing everything that is relating to Burma? Just by us being their neighbor for the whole time.
I think one of the biggest challenges is that people just don't understand how deeply involved the CCP is in throwing off the of the balance of power of the whole world. Everything you have in your house is made in China, and a lot of it is made by slave labor. And there was a study out that says there's more slaves in today's modern society than there has been in all of history. So think about it. If you're all about civil rights, about Black Lives Matter, it's about all these things that want to promote equality, you have to address the big giant poo genocidal maniac in the room that is going against everything that you stand for, because they're imprisoning, they're torturing, and they're funding all these terrorism acts all over the world, and we need to really bring that to light. But we encourage you guys to research a little bit more about all the things that the CCP is doing, as they even have the ability to censor Facebook posts that promote Myanmar protest, right? Yeah. Okay, guys, that's it for today on this segment of updating you guys on RCN. I want to thank our guest here from today, who came all over from Southern California to join this panel. We want to invite you guys to join as well and support our GoFundMe. If you guys like what you see and want to see more, let us know. And please come out to a couple of the protests. We'll have the information below in our description. And thank you guys again for watching. I'm Adrian Zell. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.